sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, leaving my destination. Now, I appreciate everybody for checking in. Glad that I got everything tucked in. Still got a stop to make. But hey, it's Goodfellow Sports TV. And let's have a conversation about 50 Cent. 50 Cent, I linked the article in the description. Basically, he took a shot at G-Unit, all right? He said basically he put people on and they messed up the bag, and it was a very vague post. I put an article in there. But in the comment section, 50 basically said that he was talking about G-Unit, okay? He said they did 5 shows without him in 5 years and some crap like that. And I'm not only just here to elaborate on his comments, but the people you surround yourself with and you call part of your guerrilla unit, I mean, that's a reflection of you. You telling me that Buck, Banks, Yayo, and whoever else, you know, the game he ended up leaving and flourishing. And I expected Lloyd Banks and Young Buck, after having their debut albums under G-Unit, to go far. But at the end of the day, he basically saying that they the ones that messed up, and basically maybe they lazy. And he commented about Banks. You know, he commented about Banks, saying that Banks pretty much, you know, somebody said, well, Banks will go far. Banks will go far in this game. And he basically said that you don't know Banks. He basically went as far as he gonna go, and he doing what he doing best, and that's nothing. So, you know, maybe 50 Cent is saying that, that G-Unit was lazy. You know, maybe they're saying G-Unit was lazy. I tried to help him out, but they couldn't be helped. But my whole thing about it is, I heard Rick Ross say something that was very, very fascinating, okay? I heard Rick say some really, really good shit, man. And Rick Ross did an interview, and I can't remember what interview it was. I was watching it about a couple weeks ago, and it'll make sense once you hear what I got to say. He did an interview saying that his mom's and sister hasn't asked for him for nothing for years. You know, his mom and sister hadn't asked him nothing for years because he showed them how to go out there and fish and get money. He gave them money, but showed them how to multiply money. You know, he showed them how to plant food and plant flowers and plant produce and eat it and reap the benefits off of it. I feel, and from the outside looking in, and maybe 50 right, maybe he was dealing with a whole bunch of stagnant dudes. And sometimes you can be a beautiful rose, but you got weeds around you, your homies, and you got to let them. You gotta let them go for you to reach your full potential as a full whatever blossoming rose. And I understand that because I had niggas that I ate with, you know. I had niggas that I thought was cool with, niggas I met in high school, niggas I met from day one, that I had to shake them off in order for me to reach my potential, for order for me to blossom, for order for me to get it. Because when you got toxic people around you, it can stop your growth, you know. And maybe, and I'm saying this as a precautionary measure, because I don't know 50 Cent G-Unit shit. But I'm going to give you my opinion from the outside looking in, so hold on. So maybe 50 right. Maybe he was like, man, you should do this, and I've been there, I've done that. Let me show you what to do. Let me show you how to get this money. Let me show you this song should go in this song, that song should go here, or you should do this show. Hey, don't go there, don't do that. Hey, your record did right there, you don't do it. Okay. And if that's the case with 50 trying to tell them, like, I've been there, like, nigga, I went platinum, I went multi-platinum, I went diamond. Look here, man, put your money here. You know, invest your money here. Rapping. If he was preaching to them like that, and trying to get them to make the right moves, but they wanted to be lazy, they ain't want to listen and do their own thing, so be it. I agree with 50. And I'm looking from the outside in, I don't know. But what from the outside looking in, but from my perspective, what I think happened, and this is strictly an educated guess, a hypothesis, it looked like 50 held them niggas back. It looked like 50 was the type of nigga that didn't want Banks, didn't want Buck, didn't want the game to get bigger than him. Because Buck's first album and Banks' first album, shout out to Cashville, and Hunger for More, those was tremendous albums. Tremendous. I mean, we talking about the first albums on the G Unit. That was a great album. G Unit was hot, fire. The documentary about Game, fire. And when the Game left, the Game, you know, showed that he didn't need 50. And you remember when the Game left and him and 50 started beefing, the Game was saying that, you know, 50 was saying, oh, I wrote this song, I gave this song to the Game, you know, that should have been my song. He was trying to take credit for his success. But the Game went on to have a respectable career without G Unit. He was at the second best career out of G Unit. You can go on and make the case and say the Game ended up having a better career after he left G Unit than 50 did. You know, I don't know exactly what point he left. Was it after? If it's after the massacre, the Game done well for himself. He maybe was a better rapper than 50 was. After the massacre, other than the Good Richard Trying soundtrack of the movie, it really ain't nothing 50 did that was crazy. Power a Dollar, Get Richard Trying, and the massacre was okay. It was good. But from my perspective, what I see, and I don't know. I'm not saying that I know no special insider information. I always looked at it that 50 didn't want Buck and Banks to be better than him. He didn't want to let them grow. You know? And that's what it looked like. It like 50 did not want to let them brothers grow and be better than them. And you see with Buck, we talking about how the white man started black man out in the music industry, how he give him these 360 deals for them in cash, and here's 50 Cent. He can easily let young Buck go, but he's starving him for no reason. He put an album out, he taking it down, saying that Buck owing money. But he's stopping him from eating. Don't no real leader do that. But 50 ain't the only one in the music industry doing shit like that. I always looked at 50 didn't want them to be bigger than him. Or I looked at that 50 always didn't want them to get their shine. He didn't want them to be bigger than the group. I could be right, I could be wrong. That's how it looked to me, and I think that's how it looked to a lot of motherfuckers out there. I think a lot of people out there, they agree with my hypothesis. And I could be Cody run 50 could be like, man, let me show you had homeboys, you get put on, and you might be at a job, or you might have a business, like, hey, just work this counter, I'm gonna give you whoopty blase blah. All you gotta do is lay low. What he tell homeboy and paid in full? Was it Calvin? He came home, he said, all you gotta do is chill and get this money. I'm gonna have young boy work the corner. He didn't want to do that. Some niggas want to be 50. You feel what I'm saying? Some people want to be in the front. They want to be, they want to be Otis. Not Otis, they want to be David Ruffin. So everybody want to be the one. They want to be LeBron. They want to be Gretzky. They want to be Jordan. They want to be Tom Brady. Some people just don't want to set their position and be Marvin Harrison. Some people don't want to be, some people just don't want to be that second fiddle. Sometimes that's your part. Being second fiddle to a successful person like 50, that ain't bad. But I always thought on the outside looking in, and 50 could be right. I always thought that 50 didn't want them to be bigger than him. And that's what it just looked like to your boy. And, Buck said he wrote Too Rich for him. They said Banks wrote some stuff on Get Rich or Die Trying. And I thought Banks could have went far. Banks had tremendous wordplay. Buck had good verses. That first Unit album, was it Beg for Mercy, whatever? That shit was hot. It's just like 50 had his time and he didn't want to let them take over Junior. But guess what? You could be Birdman, you could be Puffy, P. Diddy, you could be Suge Knight, you could be in the video of Lay Black and get this money. But at the end of the day, you can look at G-Unit and say, what has G-Unit done outside of 50? What have they done? What have G-Unit done outside of 50? What other artists had G-Unit had success? Because I can look at Puffy and say, they had Craig Mack, they had Biggie, they had Mace, they had the Locks. You go to Suge Knight, they had Pop, Snoop, Dash, Corrupt, Dog Pound, the whole nine. Outside of G-Unit, ain't nobody going on Dre. Ain't nobody going on to, you can't say G-Unit now after they first, who went on to have some more success? What new did G-Unit have? Nothing. If it wasn't for power and being an Instagram personality, what would 50 have? To keep him famous. He made a lot of investments. That's what he have. He'd be an investor. That's just how I look at it, man. But I felt that 50 didn't want them to be bigger than him, but I could be wrong. And this is just my opinion on the outside looking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. All those links in the description. We go.